Start tayo sa dito kay Marcoleta. Start tayo kay Marcoleta, guys. Oh, importante. Importante yung, guys. Importante yung kay Marcoleta, promise. Isang Aladdin news dyan. Si Aladdin. May naniwala ba doon? Seryoso? May at Himmel and Freeren, may naniwala ba doon sa Aladdin na post? Kung di nyo alam, mga kababayan, may kumakalat na viral post ngayon na bumili daw ang Davao City ng langis sa kay Aladdin. si The Dictator. Hanapin nyo yung movie na yun, ha? Si The Dictator. Nakakatawa yun, promise. So, nakakatawa siya. So, may mga naniniwala doon. May naniniwala doon kay Aladdin. Okay. Tanga talaga ng didis. Anyway, puntahan natin tong si Marcoleta. Oo. Noel Abunda, huwag mo kong diktahan kung anong gagawin ko sa live stream ko. Hindi ako natutuwa sa ganyan, promise. I'll go at my own pace at my own time. Huwag niyo didiktahan kung anong gagawin ko sa live stream ko. Hindi ako natutuwa dyan, promise. Pero viewer talaga si Noel Amudo. Dapat alam mo na yan by now. Anyway. Okay. By the way, mag-like kayo dito, ha. 1,591 na yung subscribers natin, pero 372 lang yung likes. Ba't naman kayo ganyan, guys? Oo. Anyway, game. Puntahan natin to si Rodante Marcoleta. Nakakatawa kasi siya. Lalo yung atake niya kasi kanina, parang para siya yung nagmamagaling bigla na pahiya. 'Di ba? Hindi siya nakaporma eh. Hindi siya nakaporma si Marcoleta. Gusto niya ipaglaban si Sara Duterte kasi hindi siya nakaporma. Hindi siya pinaporma ng Kamara de Representante, which is good. Oo. Kasi pag pinabayaan niyo tong mukong na to, magtutuloy-tuloy to si Marcoleta eh. Patungkol daw kay Marcoleta yung move on. Ayaw mo pag-usapan si Marcoleta, Noel Amudo. Bakit? Ano lang naman yun? Let's start light. Kasi pagdating kay heavy na tayo. Heavy. Okay. Game. Ito kasi yung nangyari, guys. Yan. Hindi raw nakaporma si Marcoleta, guys. Hindi nakaporma. Representative Marcoleta X sa ikalimang impeachment hearing. Oo. Wala pa ring wala pa ring silbi si Rodante. Itong si Paulo Henry Marcoleta. Hanggang ngayon, 2 Paulo na ang walang kwenta sa Kamara, guys. 2 Paulo na. Oo, may Paulo Duterte tsaka itong Henry Paulo Marcoleta. Oo. Ewan ko ba, lahat ba ng Paulo hindi naman lahat ng Paulo siguro, walang kwenta, di ba? Pero tong si Marcoleta, wala eh. Oo. Wala talaga, walang to. Walang nagawa. Oo. Sabi, kung sa nakaraang pagdinig ng House Committee on Justice sa impeachment complaint laban kay Vice President Sara Duterte, ay nasusupalpal at naboboljak si Sagip Party List Representative Paulo Henry Marcoleta nitong Miyerkules, March 25, hindi na siya pinaporma. Wala na. Hindi na siya pinaporma, guys. Yung nakaraang hearing, sinosopla, di ba? Basa ka naman. Magbasa ka naman ng rules. Magbasa ka naman ng mga pinagagawa natin dito. Alamin mo naman yung pinasok mo dito, Paulo Henry Marcoleta. Ngayon hindi na lang pinalusot. Oo. Kasi nga mga babayan, kapag actually kahit sino sa mga Marcoleta, the father and the son, pag sila pinasingit mo, hindi na sila bibitaw, guys, para silang demonyo. Oo. Para silang demonyo. Bigyan mo ng kamay, kukunin ng buong braso. Bigyan mo ng paa, kukunin ng buong binte. Ganun sila, guys. Parang demonyo nga. Oo, ito yung nangyari kanina.
Madam Chair, this is a manifestation.
The Honorable Marcoleta is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I recall during the previous hearings, maybe 2 or 3 past hearings ago, I raised the issue of procedural due process when I said that ginanap ng Kongreso ang trabaho na di dapat nila ginagawa dahil ito ay trabaho ng COA. And I was referring to the past hearings made by the Quadcom, or if I'm not mistaken, the Committee on Good Governance. And the Chair remarked that wala pong kinalaman ang mga past hearings ngayong hearing ng impeachment ni PP Sara. Pero ngayon po ay tila ginagamit natin at humingi tayo ng dokumento mula sa mga hearings na yon. So ako po ay nagugulumihanan. Kala ko po ba walang kinalaman ang mga past hearings ng Quadcom o ng Committee on Good Government, pero tayo po ay nagbabalik tanaw at kukuha ng mga dokumento mula sa archives ng hearing na yon. May I be clarified, Madam Chair?
This impeachment proceeding pertains to the fitness to hold public office of our Vice President Sara Zimmerman C. Duterte. That is the reason why manifestations pertaining to the past inquiry of Quadcom and even of the Committee on Good Government was discouraged by the chairperson. Nevertheless, all the manifestations of the Honorable Marcoleta are duly noted by the Committee on Justice. Now we proceed.
Proceed na.
We have discussed already all the pending matters before the committee, and the chair wishes to reiterate the previously announced schedules for our subsequent hearings. That includes April 14. After this announcement, April 14, April 22, and April 29.
Madam Chair.
The Honorable Tino first, and then the Honorable D.S. Conghon.
Madam Chair, may I make an additional motion for the issuance of a subpoena?
Time to make another motion for the issuance of subpoena.
I move that the subpoena be issued to Attorney Michael Wesley Poa.
Ito mamaya
in his
pag-usapan natin to.
capacity as the former Chief of Staff
Kay
of
Poa.
the Vice President and DepEd Secretary from 2022 to 2023. In such capacity, he has very material and relevant information on how the confidential funds in the DepEd were used, and in particular, he had a direct role in the preparation of the accomplishment reports relating to the use of the DepEd's confidential funds, some of which these accomplishment reports have been the subject of the request for subpoena that this committee has approved.
May we
I
hear
so
from
move, Madam
our
Chair.
endorser? Would you like to comment to the motion of the Honorable Tino? He wishes for the issuance of subpoena at testificandum to Attorney Michael Poa, considering that during that time,
Binalikan
he
do
was
kasi.
assuming the position of
Chief of Staff of the DepEd Secretary.
COS
Yes,
of DepEd.
Undersecretary with the rank of Undersecretary.
Honorable De Lima?
My motion was pertained only to the custodian of those COA audit records, including liquidation reports, disbursement vouchers, certifications, and related submissions from the custodian, the official custodian of the Intelligence and Confidential Funds Audit Office of the Commission on Audit. I won't have any strong objection to that request, since it's related to this item.
All right,
The
so
subject matter of the first motion that I put forth, which was approved by the body.
so the chair will now act on the motion. The committee will now act on the motion. Is that an objection to the motion of the Honorable Tino?
I object. Are there documents that the Chief of Staff, Attorney Poa, has signed that he would be a witness?
Si Rufus Rodriguez eh.
May ask the proponent.
Before we entertain the objection of the Honorable Rodriguez, let me just formalize that there is a motion raised by the Honorable Tino to issue a subpoena ad testificandum to Attorney Michael Poa, considering that he was the Chief of Staff of the Office of the Department of Education during the alleged period of 2022 and 2023. Do I hear a second?
Second.
The same has been seconded by the Honorable D.S. Conghon. Now let's hear the objection of the Honorable Rodriguez.
Madam Chair, I could not find nexus borne by evidence or ultimate facts that would now make the Chief of Staff and lawyer of the Vice President to be subpoenaed. In fact, he has entered this appearance as counsel. So I would like to know whether there are documents which he certified or he signed that would make him be able to be invited to be given subpoena to appear in this committee. Otherwise, then we can, just because they are in the office of the Vice President, we'll be giving subpoena to everybody there in the Vice President's office.
If I remember it correctly, mga kababayan, kaya sinusubpi na si Michael Powa nung nakaraan, kanina, kasi meron siyang testimonya doon sa Blue Ribbon Committee hearing nung 2025, nung 2024, regarding doon sa kung paano ginamit yung confidential funds. So doon umiikot 'yon. Doon umiikot yung yung request to subpoena him na parang isa siya sa mga witness. Kasi nag-witness siya noon eh. 'Di ba nilaglag na nga niya yung OVP noon nung 2024. Nilaglag na niya yung OVP. Lalo nung wala na siya sa OVP. Nilaglag niya. Tapos all of a sudden, nung nag-file na ng impeachment, biglang abogado na siya ni Sara Duterte. Oo. So, something must have happened. Something must have happened between the period na kung saan nag-hearing hanggang doon sa period na kung saan naging abogado ni Sara Duterte itong si Attorney Michael Powa. Hindi natin alam kung ano yung nangyari, but something must have happened.
So I object, and I would like to know about that. Are there documents that would show that he has been part of these confidential funds?
Yes, Madam Chair, in the third complaint endorsed by the Honorable De Lima, there is a section extensively discussing the role that then Yusek Powa played in preparing the accomplishment reports pertaining to the use of the confidential funds, where and the complaint cites the transcripts of the hearings of the Committee on Good Governance on this matter, where Yusek Powa admits that he was ordered by the Vice President to submit these accomplishment reports, and also cited in the complaint that the several army units denied
Ayan, sa AFP nga.
what was claimed in these accomplishment reports.
So we've heard the justification of the Honorable Tino. We've heard as well the justification and the objection of the Honorable Rodriguez. We are a collegial body, so we shall now proceed to vote on the motion for the vote.
I would like the proponent to show to us documents, certifications that had led to the release of these confidential funds. Because we are now already on the hearing, precisely. Are there any? Because if there's none, there is no reason to call him and subpoena a lawyer.
Madam Chair, as I said, I cite the complaint itself, the third complaint.
Hindi pa naman to hearing yet. From what I understand, yung nangyari kanina is not a proceeding it's not a hearing on the evidence, if I'm not mistaken. Parang preliminary matters pa lang. So, medyo advance mag-isip dito si Kong Rufus, guys. Medyo advance siya mag-isip dito. Parang next week pa April 14, tapos yung mga succeeding Wednesdays, moving forward. Ano yun, parang doon pa lang pag-aaralan yung mga ebidensya. So, ewan ko lang, parang advance lang mag-isip si Kong Rufus. Or, dahil kasi abogado yung kanilang isasubpina, if we're going to look at it on a positive, in a positive light, baka ang iniisip niya maghanap ng butas para pumunta sa Supreme Court. Kung medyo optimistic ka. Pero kung hindi ka optimistic, iisipin mo, kumakampi siya kay Sara. So, well, either way, mga kababayan, either way, advance pa rin siya mag-isip, guys. Kasi parang next year, parang next week pa parang, after Holy Week pa nga, April 14. Parang after Holy Week pa nga uumpisahan yung tawag dito, hearing on the evidence. Tapos dalawang magkasunod na hearing kasi yung evidence on both impeachment complaints, parang paghihiwalayin nila yung hearing doon So, ayun. So, kaya pa yun, advance siya mag-isip, guys. So, hindi ko alam ba't niya hinanap dito.
Allegations lang naman, walang dokumentado.
Specifically, starting from
The process of utilization of the alleged confidential fund is not confined to the documents. There could be actions that contributed to the utilization of confidential fund, which might be covered by the testimony of the possible witnesses.
Okay. Well, starting from paragraph 269 of the third complaint, page 90, there is a reference to former DepEd spokesperson. He was spokesperson as well as chief of staff, Michael Poa, testifying that he received envelopes directly from Vice President Sara herself. So this has to do with the allegation on bribery. And there are other sections as well pertaining to the use of the confidential funds, Madam Chair. If Congressman Rodriguez would want, we can provide, given enough time, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, we are now voting, so we should be able to get it. There is. The fact that he's chief of staff and counsel will not, implicate him to be able to have that if there is no document. So I would object to that, Madam Chair.
With the indulgence of these two gentlemen, as to whether or not there's relevance in the presentation of Attorney Michael Coa, will be a question that rests on the judgment of the justice members. We shall now proceed to vote. Those who are in favor of the motion for issuance of subpoena ad testificandum to Attorney Michael Poa, please raise your right hand.
Dami pa rin, no? 30 plus to di ba? Parang 32 yata. 32 ng justice members.
You may put down your hands. Those who are not in favor of the motion. Thank you, Honorable Rodriguez. 2, 3. Were you able to count? Those who abstain, please raise your right hand.
Abstain.
That concludes the
Abstain.
voting. We shall announce the result. With 34 votes in
34
the
nga.
affirmative,
34 nga.
3 votes in the negative, and 0 abstention. The motion is granted. The committee is directed to issue the
Papasubpina
necessary
na.
subpoena ad testificandum to Attorney Michael Poa. So ruled.
Yun. Bitin. Wala yung parte na na sinopla si Marcoleta or baka na-mention na kanina. Anyway, yun nga kasi mga kababayan. Meron pa kanina dito kay Rodante Marcoleta. Ito kay Marcoleta na yung tawag dito. Binalikan niya yung pagkakaiba daw ng treatment between teka, hanapin ko nga yung video na yun. Wait lang. Sana. Hanapin ko yung video na yun. Magkaiba daw yung treatment sa impeachment complaint ni Sara Duterte at saka ni PBBM. Oo. Wait, hanapin natin ha. Sana yun? Wait. Kasi masaya yun eh. Nung isang beses, dahil sa premonition. Ngayon tapos, yung pangalawa, dahil dun sa hindi alam yung process. Ngayon, pangatlo, dahil gustong bumalik daw sa history. Asan na ba yun? Ba't nawawala siya? Ayan, ito. Nakita ko na. Oh, wait. Nakita natin ha. 8 hours ago. Okay. Game.
Madam,
The Honorable Marcoleta.
thank you, Madam Chair.
Ito rin yata
Madam
yun.
Chair, if you may I make a manifestation as regards to my observation on how the rules
You may proceed.
on how the rules were applied
Ito na yan.
between the Marcos and the Duterte complaints. There appears to be
Madam
inconsistency
Chair,
in
The Honorable
application.
Point of order agad.
Of course, respect
There's
the
a point
right.
of order, Honorable Marcoleta. We have to hear it first. The Honorable Dilemma.
We of course
Ay,
respect the right of even a non-member to make any manifestation, some manifestations that are relevant to the issues at hand. Now, those matters have been tackled already, exhaustively discussed in the course of the proceedings for the determination
Correct.
in substance, sufficiency in substance, as well as the determination of sufficient grounds. That issue has been resurrected a few times already. And even the Honorable Chair has actually refuted that point, that there is no different treatment. And if there's any different treatment, is because it's mandated or it's called for, necessitated by the specific facts of these cases. So there's no point further to further touch on this matter.
There's no
Madam
So
point
I
Chair.
move
For
that
your
we do
existence.
not allow
Madam
the
Chair.
Honorable Marcoleta to
With all
press
due
further.
respect to the Honorable Marcoleta, the point of order is sustained.
Madam Chair, may I appeal?
Please make sure that your manifestation is germane
Yes,
to
ma'am,
our
because-
current impeachment proceeding.
Because
Please be
Yes,
reminded
ma'am.
not to move back. We have to move forward.
every now and then the issue of due process comes up, and we will always go back on the fair application of the rules between the Marcos and the Sara Duterte complaints. I'm just making an observation, Madam Chair, and I think I should not be precluded from
With all due
making my
respect,
observation.
Honorable Marcoleta, a point of order has been raised and the same has been sustained.
Sustained. Oh,
So
manahimik
I
ka na
hope
dyan.
we will conclude on our manifestation pertaining to the alleged double standard. Please shift to other manifestation which are germane to our current discussion in this impeachment proceeding.
Okay, ma'am. May I proceed to what Congressman Rufus
Lalaban ba eh?
made earlier regarding
pa?
the nexus to impeachable ground?
That nexus pertaining to the motion for issuance of subpoena to
Michael Poa.
the representative of SEC has been ruled upon as well,
Ay,
Honorable
SEC pa.
Marcoleta, with all due respect.
Okay, so I am precluded from making any manifestations as a member of the House? Is
It
that
is
Madam Chair?
precisely because the manifestations which are being raised are issues which have been ruled upon by the committee already.
Yes, ma'am, but due process
Pinagdesisyon na nga
prevails
eh.
at any stage of the impeachment process. So, wala naman po.
Pinagdesisyon na nga, boy. Ba't ba gusto mong bumalik? Paulit-ulit? May kakulangan ka ba sa pag-iisip? Ulit-ulit. Asan na ba yun? Wait, eto na. Ayan.
Ulit-ulit, paulit-ulit, uulit-ulitin ko, uulit-ulitin natin. Uulit-ulitin ko, paulit-ulit na lamang siya.
Oo. Diba? Ulit-ulit. Kasi alam nyo mga kababayan, kapag nag-manifest siya dyan, papasok yun sa record. At kapag pinasok yun sa record, pwedeng gamitin yun against the House of Representatives. Na may nag-insist na ganito, ganyan-ganyan, ganyan-ganyan, and then everything else. Kaya nga kailangan germane to the topic. Eh, narula pa na yun eh. Hindi na siya pwedeng balikan kasi napag-desisyon na. Alam nga naman, i-rehash mo na naman the same issue. Tapos papatagalin mo lang yung proceeding. I mean, diba? Buti nga, kinontrol na ito ni Congresswoman Luis Tro eh.
Sigurong masama sa
But please
manifestation.
confine your manifestations to the current subject matter of our impeachment proceeding. Please do not go back. The majority of the Justice Committee ruled already on the issue that you are raising. Let us respect the decision of the majority.
Yes, ma'am. Just a comparo between the two complaints sana, if I may be allowed.
That is going back again to the issue of double standard.
Kulit!
With all due respect, Honorable Marcoleta.
I defer to the authority of the chair. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Just for the record, if the
Ang
lawyers
yabang pa eh,
or
no?
the respondent is
Ang yabang pa eh. I defer to the authority of the chair. Suklay ka muna, boy. Dali, nagulubong mo ng konti. Nagulo yung piluka mo ng konti, ng slight lang. Oh, mga 0.5 millimeters, ganon. Sinabi na, Diyos ko, ang kukulit. Ganyan ba talaga pag DDS? Ha? Pag kinakain ka ng sistemang Duterte, ganyan, nagiging may kakulangan. Nagkakaroon na kakulangan. Diyos ko. My goodness. Ibang level to si Paulo Henry Marcoleta talaga. Oo. Pero siguro okay na rin kasi kailangan natin ng komedyante. Diba? Kailangan natin ng komedyante, guys, dito sa hearing na to. Masyadong seryoso eh. Oo. Kailangan natin na magpapatawa sa atin, guys. Oo. Special child yata si Marcoleta. Oh, mukhang special naman siya. As in special, hindi special child. Special. Oo, special. Pero alam niyo mga kababayan, tama ho yung ginawa ni Congresswoman Luistro na hindi na niya in-entertain pa yung manifestation ni Congressman Marcoleta. Kasi i-rehash nyo lang yung mga issues eh. I-rehash nyo lang yung issues. Guguluhin mo lang yung proceeding. Tapos maglalagay ka pa ng item sa record that can be used against the House of Representatives. Parang, di ba? Try nilang patirin yung yung proceedings para nga makapunta na naman sa Supreme Court itong si Sara Duterte at merong masabi na merong violation ng due process o kahit wala. Kahit wala naman talaga. So, buti na lang. At saka sana next week, Kong Marcoleta, kung aabot man sa iyo itong video na to, huwag kang bibitaw. Balik ka next week, ha? Balik ka next week. Kabibitaw. Kapit lang. Kabibitaw. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in our live stream later. 5 minutes from now. God bless and see you in a bit, guys. Bye! As senator judges, it is your obligation na dapat present ka sa mga proceedings. Hindi naman sakop ng trabaho ng Office of the Ombudsman na magpa-disqualify sa 2028. I-identify na natin lahat ng Manchurian candidates. Tigil-tigilan na natin yung kalokohan natin.